I added a description of what I want to talk about on my blog. So check the description or comment section. You get a detailed information of becoming a billionaire, a land banking billionaire in 10 years if you do it right. There's a real life story about Pastor Paul Adifarasin. He's the head pastor at House on the Rock, the same church that organizes the experience. The experience is a worship center where every year invited music gospel artists are invited around the world to come and sing, and people come and get uplifted in spirit. So a number of persons give their life to Christ in that event. So you may be like, how does that relate to becoming a billionaire in 10 years? Good. So it's a story about Pastor Paul Adefarasin's father. This is a real life story, who during his time was a civil servant, and he was encouraged or advised to buy real estate in Victoria Island, that's VI. So back then, VI was like the land bubble of the time. Everybody was going to VI. Currently, we know the land bubble of our time is Ekpe. Ibejuleki's time has passed. So currently, the land bubble where people are rushing to buy property is Ekpe. It doesn't mean that if you buy properties in VI, Ikoyi, Ibejuleki, it will still not appreciate. But for affordability or consideration, Ibejuleki is the Ekpe is a much more considered part because it links to both mainland and the island, and it also leads to other states. It leads to the island through it leads to the island through Aja, Lakwe, Eleko, Bogije. It also leads to Ibejuleki, right? Ekpe also links to the mainland through Ikorodu. There's an Ekpe Ikorodu road, like Ekpe Ikorodu road, where a number of developments are also happening. Then Ekpe also leads through to Ijebu Ode, which you can also use to get to Ogun State. So it's a connecting point. So Ekpe is like the hot cake now. It's much more affordable. By the way, there are properties in Ekpe selling for over 100 million per plot. So it's fast rising. But one can still get properties for as low as 15 million. That's good properties. Trusted, appreciative properties at 15 million. So Ekpe, it's more like the hot selling locations for those who want to invest in Lagos. So, but back then, the land bubble was Victoria Island. And civil servants, most of them are always looking at how to take care of their family and all. They are not so keen on land investment, except if properly educated. But his friend encouraged him and eventually got a plot in Victoria Island. The plot was selling for 2.5 million, sorry, £2,000, £2,000. And years later, a company reached out to Paul Adefaransis's father that they wanted to buy the place and then use it to build a rental property, and they are also going to be getting dividends from the usage of that property. Yeah. So they agreed and they sold the property. It was now the profits, right? It was now the profits that were generated from that rental usage that was used to fund the children to very good schools. That was used to fund the children to very, very good schools. But guess what? That property after 50 years, for it's being bought at £2,000 after 50 years. Guess how much it sold for? It sold for $5 million. Let's bring it into this money. £2,000 as at today, right? With the exchange rates, let's use 2,000 to £1. £2,000 as at today is 4 million naira. Fast forward to 50 years later when it sold for $5 million. If we use, let's even use 1,000. per dollar, even though we know it's higher than that. $5 million is 5 billion naira. Can you see the gap? From 4 million naira to 5 billion naira in the space of 50 years. Who benefited from it? It was not Paul Adefarance's father, it was Paul Adefarance and his siblings. And before the property even sold out, they were already making profits because they sold it to a company that built a commercial rental property that they were being paid from. So land banking is a business that, I don't care what business you do, real estate, crypto, forex, crypto, stocks, bonds, business, I don't care what you do, none of them will give you as much money as real estate over time. And none of them is as safer, secure, stress-free like real estate if done rightly. Yes, we agree there are challenges. Yesterday I talked about demolition at landmark. We agree that there are land issues of land grabbers. That happens when you buy from communities and individuals. You don't do the proper due diligence, you don't go with a lawyer and all. But it's safer when you buy from real estate company. We know there are those challenges, but if done rightly, if properly educated, real estate will change your life. Let's not go off the theme of this um, life, which is becoming a land banking billionaire in 10 years. So, what's the simple strategy? Before I get to the strategy, let me quickly talk about the locations. And by the way, these locations, we have properties in each of them. We have properties in each of these locations. And one of them for Lagos, right, we have in Ekpe, which is the bubble of our time. And currently it's selling for 50% discount if you are buying 6 plots. If you are buying 6 plots, you get that 50% discount. A plot in this Ekpe we are talking of is 15 million naira. So, but if you're buying 6 plots, you'll be getting it at 7.5 million naira. But that's not all. I'm guaranteeing you an extra plot if you buy 6 plots in this Ekpe. But Ekpe is just one of them. We also have in Ibejuleki. We also have in Ikorodu. Ikorodu is also another land bubble because of the fourth mainland bridge coming to that axis. We also have in Isheri. There are international locations where we have properties. We know Georgia is a more like a student. I'm looking for the right word. A very socio-economic area. We have Georgia State University, right? And the particular property I'm proposing to you is in Valdosta, Georgia. We also have Valdosta State University. These are apart from the other universities around and other infrastructural developments around Georgia. So what you get advantage of is more like a real estate investment trust where you invest in a property and get paid from the usage of that property. So we have over 20 units of three-bedroom terraces in Valdosta, Georgia, and we have tenants here. You can buy a unit and automatically start getting rental income every single month. The unit is selling for $250,000, and the end units are selling for $275,000. So if you think this is for you, you know someone that can afford it, feel free to reach out to me with the number in the description. I've not talked about our major projects, which is in Texas, and then developments happening in Texas. However, there's a video in the description or comment section of this video. Watch it. It is 2 hours, but you want to watch it to really drink the juice of what I'm telling you about right now. So check it out, and then if you really want to get a brief of everything I've said in this video, watch the Becoming a Land Banking Billionaire blog I wrote. It's also in the description or comment section of this video. I love you and I love to do business with you. My name is Joe Tehili. I'm a successful real estate professional with GTEX Holdings, one of the leading real estate developers in the world. We have properties in US, UK, UAE, and over 20 locations in Nigeria. And we help wedding investors and even realtors make more money through real estate. And I would love to do business with you. Call me soon. Call me. Do have a great day.